What up, YouTube? This is your boy Liger, one half of Enduro. And in the last month, I have done something incredible, which I'm privileged. I am privileged. Might sound like bragging to you guys, but hey, it is what it is. But I was privileged to do this, and I wanted to share certain things that I saw around the world. As basically you tell, if you go to my Google Plus account, Enduro, you'll see that I was traveling around the world. I went to St. Thomas, then I went to St. Martin, which was a hopscotch, to France, stayed in France to do business for the company that I own. And then I went to Japan and do some contracting and stuff. But with my friend who hooked me up, I got to go into Nintendo EAD. Went into Platinum Game Studios. I went to Square Enix. I went to Namco Bandai, and I enjoyed the games I got to play and have fun. I got a couple of contracts, not in the gaming realm from that spot really, outside of it with the anime studios and stuff that I normally do. But hey, I got a chance to see developers working their butt off, creating the games that we love to play right now. So, with that said, as I said, got to Japan. It was a nice flight in there. As I said, I got a video about that, and I'll repeat it one time again. If you are going that far away, if you could afford it, if you can afford it, get business class. If you can sit up, like for me, from France to Japan, it was 12 and a half hours. I needed to lie back and sleep. I just can't sit for 12 hours. That's just crazy. And even a little lean back, no, I can't do that. That's me. Some people can. And if you can't afford it, well, I wish you guys have get up, walk around. But most of the time, this flight's like a nighttime, so your body's gonna feel weird with the time zone and a lag. But okay. Next thing, I said Bose in the video. See if you get yourself some quality noise cancellation headphones. You don't gotta get Bose. I got Bose, but you gotta get Bose. Like I said, Dr. Dre's Beats is good as well too, but as well, when you fly, get those noise cancelling headphones. It does. It's like night and day. When you turn that switch on and you that music, and you're like, oh wow, wow, wow. Trust me, that's a tip for you guys. So, and for all my people who want to go to Japan, here's the next hint to you too. From America to coming over to Japan. If you go to Japan, keep your passport on you, because if you don't have your passport on you, they can arrest you. So just passing that on to you. Keep your passport on you at all times, so they can identify you. I wish you could do that in America, but whatever. That's a side topic. Anyway, got in Japan, basically past the Tokyo Towers, which is basically the tower that you see in Splatoon. Had to take a picture of it, of course. You should be seeing pictures and videos that in this video right now about what I'm talking about, my trip. Went there, had fun, saw the towers, go to my hotel room. It was pretty cool. A nice little hotel room. Japan. Tokyo, I should say, at the most. Very expensive. Cost of living is ridiculous. More than New York, more than California. Cost of living is ridiculous in Japan. And I feel for the people in Japan who live in these little hovels. But you know what? I feel for them in a way because I used to live in them same kind of hovels when I was growing up. Again, when I was from baby up until like 10 years old, I don't have, where I come from, there's no government subsidies, there's no WIC, there's no welfare, no child support, none of that. Well, I ain't got child support, no, but ain't have no let's say WIC, welfare, unemployment, none of that junk. You were on your damn own, and I was eating bread and butter, and taking powdered milk, mix it with water to get milk, and all that stuff. I survived, thank the Lord. I survived, but that is where my my love for gaming comes from. Is I don't care what console you have, enjoy the game. See, I came from nothing to be where I am right now, and when I look at these guys working in the studios, working hard and everything, and they accomplishing their dreams and everything. If they create something, I'm happy to, and they make it that I can enjoy it, I'm happy to play it. Nothing's perfect. No console, no company, no games. Every console has a drum. I have a video about that on my channel. Check it, called Preference, the weakness of every console. But I could nitpick there and there, but like I said, I enjoy the games. Bayonetta isn't a perfect game. It has little problems in there. Same thing with Splatoon. Same thing with a lot of games. But you know what? I enjoy them really because I got the chance to play them and enjoy them. That's where my mindset come from. So got there, enjoy. Got to work. First thing I say I like is, like I said, the cost of living is crazy. Gas taxes on top of the car. Like I said, like when I'm in North Carolina or when I'm back in New York, you get like, you know, 66, $1, something like that, 50 cents per gallon on the gas. Man, it's like almost $12 per gallon on tax on top of the money that you're paying for the gas. That's crazy. But I will say this: internet, even though I said it before on Gamers at Large, that the internet, the way they get it, yeah, the taxes is crazy over there. Granted, some things are beneficial, some things are not. That's why I don't like the way it's set up. But anyway, I digress. Internet over there, awesome. I can't argue with that at all. Well, at my house, I'm at my house where it's freaking trying to get the best internet I got. 100 up, 50 up, 100 down. Yeah. And I'm paying a pretty penny for that right now. I won't even lie to you. I'm paying $120 for that internet. I'm Time Warner Cable. Alright? But in Japan, when I was at the hotel, the free Wi-Fi and everything, in the hotel, it was freaking a gig down. No, I'm sorry. It was not a gig down. It was that was at the office. Out of the office, it was a gig down, 500 up. At the hotel, the free Wi-Fi was 100 up, 500 down. That's crazy speeds. And next thing, and the good shepherd could say this because I talked to him from over in Japan. My cell reception, I had no weak spots. Even when I went to the train stations, even with anything, I had no weak spots. That was awesome. That was awesome to have no weak spots, just going straight. I had Sprint. Came back to America though, you know, I go to my job and Sprint drops. I can't even get Sprint in my regular day job office, so it's like whatever. But yeah, so that was good too. Transportation, yeah, you walk around a lot in Japan, and it's not really super tourist friendly in Tokyo. I mean, you really gotta know Japanese, kanji, know your lettering or what's going around, or have somebody who could really dial it for you. I know a little bit because I know a good amount because that's what my company do. We do dubbing for animations. That's our secondary income. So I do that stuff, and so I know, like, you know, I could see some figures, see some kanji, understand stuff, but yeah, so I don't get lost. But yeah, it's not that easy up there as well. But got on the train from Tokyo to head to Kyoto, which was pretty cool. That bullet train took about 2 and 16 minutes from Tokyo to Kyoto. So I meet up with my boy Kenji and everything, cause that's where he's at, cause he's over there for works with Nintendo and stuff like that. So yeah, it was. And you know what I saw on the train? A guy playing his Wii U on the train, cause they have plugs and everything, and he's playing Wii U on the train. I was like, that's pretty cool. I kind of saw pictures of you could Google pictures and see people doing it in the airport and stuff like that. So people use the Wii U in weird places and they enjoy it. Now, the next thing I want to debunk right here. PlayStation got the sales worldwide, and PlayStation have the sales also in Japan. No, I'm not going to deny that. But the name PlayStation 4 doesn't carry the weight as PlayStation 3. There's more PlayStation 3 than PlayStation 4. Of course, And that's why you see a lot of game publishers and stuff still making games for PlayStation 3. There's not this big, you would think they were PlayStation 3. That's just what they are. The bread and butter is that. There are games now coming out that's PlayStation 4, but there's a lot of games still PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3. Persona 5 that got cancelled. That's PlayStation 3. More people gonna buy that 3 than 4. And it's same thing with Tales, same thing with a lot of games. It's gonna be more 3 than 4. So you know what it is. It is what it is. But it's not as superfluous as a lot of people think it is over here. The Nintendo comes, the Wii U is the more strong one over here. By name recognition and by games. Because I went by certain shops. Man, you ain't picking up no freaking Splatoon. That thing is that's hard. 1 and 2. Those little plush Yoshis, holy crap. Man, seriously, you're not. Those things fly off the shelf like nothing. I'm telling you. So, it's crazy like that. So, like I said, went to Tokyo EAD. Didn't get too good. Didn't go to R&D and check it out. Went to the new building. Inside of that new building is a big building. Now, first of all, I have only 5 hours to walk around that big ass building, so I got a lot of comments, people telling me about, you didn't see this with Pikmin and all. It's 5 hours, dude, and that includes lunch. I can't walk around that thing and then taking everything like that. I got to see Zelda, Star Fox, talk to some of the developers for the Tazia team for the new Mario 3D game they're working on for the console. Got to hold and touch and play with the new Slim gamepad. The new Slim gamepad. Pretty cool. We'll see. Like I said, that might be a part of the Famicom 7. And notice why I say Famicom 7. That's the code name they use over there. They don't use Enix. Everybody below don't say NX. Only people at the top board know what NX is. But everybody who's developing in the consoles, my friend, Famicom 7. That's what it's called. They don't say NX. Everybody else outside say that. So that's the next thing. Dev kit. Dev kit. I gotta learn that the dev kits, the pre-dev kits that they always do, is already up and going. That's what Tazu's team is using to make the Mario and stuff like that, and maybe some other game, because I also found out Nintendo has 5 to 7 years of games working on right now. So they're busy working on these games, and trust me, when you walk and you see all the people heads down working and enjoying their job but working hard, yeah, it's cool to see that they're doing that, and you can see they love working in Nintendo. But yeah, they have their dev team, the dev kit, and the dev kit is internal. No company outside of Nintendo has it. So Square doesn't have it, and again, the translation was might. It didn't say they have it. So Square don't have it. Other third-party the other big companies that basically will navigate, they don't got it. If you want to see who would get it, again, I'll say like Platinum Games, game studios that third-party or indies that work with Nintendo nicely, Koei Tecmo, stuff like that. Those guys will get you first, because basically the developers in EAD, the aura I felt and talking to them, saying like they don't feel that they don't feel that the third parties they feel the third parties did them wrong as a company, as they tried time and time again to reach out an olive branch, and they just take it, snap it, throw it on the ground, and take a big dump on it. They did it with the GameCube, they did it with the Wii U. And they did it also throughout the whole of the Wii cycle as well too. So, and anybody want to challenge me in that, bring it. I've said it many times. Come on the Endcast, let's hash it out. Also, a next thing that people also don't know about, and none of that know about, but it's business 101. But people keep on skipping over that hurdle. Now, as we figure out, we know who the CEO is, and they also he has several quotes, and they align him everybody's using those quotes as negativity, because negativity sells, sad but true. But nobody talks about when Famitsu was talking about, he said, hey, console don't sell, but the software makes money. That's why Nintendo for the last quarter make that much money. Sony didn't make that money. Xbox division didn't make that kind of money. Of course not. Even Michael Proctor, who was a Nintendo basher at the side, even when he was on a legitimate news site, MSNBC, he acknowledged that Nintendo made $300 million for the year. They make money. They make money. The software is where Nintendo's bread and butter is. Sony and Microsoft would kill their mothers. Phil Spencer was, so many people thought, yeah, he's a nice guy. I'm not trashing Phil Spencer. But to get the profit margin that Nintendo games get, they're the only games that get 100 to 80%. Everybody else is not that. They have to subsidize to a second party and everything else. Nintendo don't have to do that. So that's just what it is right there. So they don't want to take that quote what Kishima said. But of course, the other ones, yeah, whatever. Again, negativity sells. That's just what it is. So, here's the next thing. Like I said, Star Fox, played it, like it, I loved it. Zelda, seen it, looks gorgeous. I gotta worry about that. That I saw, Triforce Heroes. Liking it. I ain't gonna get it today in the first month because I got so much games that I want to buy, so I'll wait a little bit on that. So that's also a good Zelda game coming out. Nintendo right now is also doing something since they're trying to fill up the gap. They're using indies to fill up the gaps, and also they're not every time they make a game, develop a game, they always use an engine and then just go. Now they're gonna keep the engine for like maybe 1 or 2 games, so they could just more than just 1 game, maybe 2 or 3 at the most. So they're gonna keep bringing the games them out faster. So they could fill up the little droughts, quote unquote, everybody always bitch about every console has a drought. I never understand that when people say that, but Nintendo's the only one, yeah, right, whatever, homie. That's that. Next. So, got it in there. Again, saw that they had a nice little plaque, of course, for which I could take some pictures, but I couldn't take all pictures. But nice little plaque to see everybody enjoying this plaque beside, going about the late Iwata, which was good. And he used, of course, the plaque had his quote of, I'm a game at heart and stuff like that. Love that. Also, they still have the plaque there, family first, which is the Famicom. That's why I told people Nintendo still caters to families. I don't know why you hardcore gamers want to be like that. It is what it is. You don't have to buy the car. And you know what? I talked to some of the guys. They were like, why people get angry about what we do? If you don't like what we're doing, don't buy our consoles or games. That's why I never said to buy a Wii U or 3DS on my channel. Because it's your money. Why would you buy a bad experience? It makes no sense to me. So they same thing they're thinking, like, why would y'all argue stuff? If you don't like what it is, don't buy it. Simple. Very simple. But anyway, and also get to see the kids. I had a little tour with the kids, come to play Splatoon and stuff, and just to see their face light up, it was awesome. I like that. So, Nintendo, pretty cool. Like I said, Star Fox I played at Nintendo and Platinum Games. They're talking about stuff. Platinum Games is doing really good. I get to see Scalebound for the Xbox guys. Scalebound's looking good. I like that. I like the style for that, that art style. And the Transformers, I saw Transformers, didn't play. Scalebound I get to play. Here's the thing that killed me though. Yeah, you Xbox people, seriously, Mr. T said with that poisoning you guys got. You hate Star Fox for the graphics, but you like Transformers and Scalebound, which also is the same, that uses a cel-shaded art style. Basically, I don't understand that one. Whatever. But that was good. What else? Also I get to do what do you call it? I got to do Namco Bandai Project X Zone. Oh man, that game is good. I like how they went back to the old system, Battle Frontier system. SRW Frontier, I love that. Good. That was a fluid system. I like that. More combos, more new characters. Sega's throwing kitchen sink of characters at this thing. Oh man, just it's awesome. Can't wait for that game to come out in this would be like February or something like that. I think February in America it should come out. Like I said, hope the pre-order was like the last one. Don't mess that up because I already done pissed off what you guys did with Tales namco. Square Enix. Square Enix, the parent company Square Enix is basically in Europe right now, so it's not Japan like it used to be. Get the chance to play Final Fantasy. I saw some other games too, but I mean I'm trying to keep this video short. The other games you'll get out and it'll be fun, but the Final Fantasy, the biggest game out there, plays very nice. I'm not against it. I'm not hating against it. It played very well. I love the battle system. To me, to my opinion, it's a little bit better than Xenoblade, so I like that better. I didn't play no story arc, so I don't know what's going on. Let's see what happened. The J-pop band crew, as everybody cracked the jokes about. But play that was pretty good. So that's so I mean, and I guess I got other stuff, but I'm like I said, I keep it cool and top as well as good. Yeah, Namco also. Your perverted games, really, those guys make those perverted games, those sex games. Holy crap, man. You Japanese people are weird. Seriously. Got, like I say, also, work with my company. Got to some animation studios. Got some contracts, so some new animes are coming out, and my company's gonna be working on them. That's coming from Famitsu, Gonzo, Sunrise. So, it's going. We got good contracts and everything else. I took my crew out, my Japanese crew, which was about 15 people. We took them out and celebrated them. We chit chat, we talked, drink sake, had fun. Yeah, costly, but if it pays to be. If I'm the boss, I gotta pay for everything. Came to a pretty penny, about $1,500 for food. But hey, and that's US too, not Japan, not yen. Also, that humbled me too. I got to see some of the places where the the tsunami did, and yeah, I never seen destruction like that from that regards. I've been in hurricanes, ice storms, tornadoes, volcanoes eruption. I've been in those, but that was crazy to see a boat so far inland and stuff like that. And it is kind of, again, that kind of stuff humbles me to see that kind of lifestyle. And I wish more gamers could do that. Live your life outside of games and you appreciate what you have, where you at right now. So, did that, enjoyed, like I said, saw that. It's crazy. I'm gonna maybe do a special thing about that. I want to talk about that really, but I'll leave it for next time. Let's see. And you know what? And then got on a plane, went to Seattle, and went to a next Nintendo event in LA. Special event. Just say I met some legendary people. Legendary people, of course. Then came up to North Carolina, but and like I said, when I was one thing I have to point this out, when I was traveling from St. Thomas, from when I was at St. Thomas in the islands, playing with my friends who have all 3 consoles. I mean, as a collective of friends, all consoles. We didn't bicker. We didn't bitch about who console was better. We didn't bicker. We didn't bitch about what games were the best on any console. Same thing in France when I went to France and meet with some people, and the same thing in Japan. Why do Americas, Europe has a little bit of it really. Now France didn't, maybe because of the field of people I hook myself from. Europe has that, I ain't gonna deny that. But why in America we bitch and argue over a favorite piece of plastic? Enjoy your games, homie. Again, all companies, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, corporations have problems they have to overcome. All 3 consoles have problems that they have all 3 consoles. All of them has the uniqueness for the games. Enjoy the games. Enjoy the games. Everyone has their problems. 8th generation. You play some great games in 8th gen so far. I can't see you. Maybe next year, PlayStation's gonna have Uncharted 4 and Horizon and Dreams. Those look like great games. Then you got the Xbox guys. You guys have, you guys of course have your Gears. The next Gears, your Halo 5, Scalebone, Quantum Break. Hey, Nintendo, we got Yoshi's Woolly World. Oh, that's the next game I played. Very good platform, loved it. Yoshi's Woolly World. Also, I got played Super Mario Maker, but of course, this is way beyond that. So hell, everybody got it now, making the stages. But like I said, Yoshi's Woolly World, Xenoblade, of course, Star Fox, Triforce Heroes. I mean, Pokken. Oh man, it's just. Man, seriously, it got some games coming out for all consoles. Same thing with the PC. Street Fighter, Deus Ex, like I'm in that video I have. Why are we arguing about what is what? We should be arguing about we don't want broken games, we don't want lock content, we don't want microtransactions. That's what we should be arguing about. But I didn't get that vibe when I was traveling, and it's sad only in America, and then 10% of people on YouTube that make these videos that does this crap. But it is what it is. So with that said, that's my trip. I'll maybe call this part 1. I'll do a part 2 later on, like explaining other parts of it. But other than that, in breakdown, this is episode breakdown right here. I'm happy to be back. As I usually say, there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply play your games.